90% of automated emails go straight to trash because they feel like and sound like a sales pitch, okay? Today I'm going to give you the invisible strategy on how to enable it so your subscribers actually wait for your emails, okay? Real easy. The first thing you got to do is you have to authenticate your domain, okay? And here's the bottom line truth. You got to get a domain, okay? But the good news is I can show you a place where you can actually get a domain super cheap. I'm talking 99 cents for a year, and you own something online. But most importantly, it's going to enable that trust factor so that Gmail and all these other places will give you will send you to the subscriber, okay? Because without that, they just don't trust you. If you use like a free thing like Yahoo to send out emails, it's just not going to work very well. You need a domain, okay? Plus, your readers will trust you as well as those email providers. And I'll give you a funny story. Bitcoin actually got its birth from stopping spam in email. Because here's the thing, back in the days to stop spammers, these email providers would have somebody fill out like a CAPTCHA, right? And for a normal person, it was just a slight annoyance. But if you were mass sending emails, it destroyed your business plan. And that's part of the what made Bitcoin with the proof of work system was built off of that, solving these CAPTCHAs. There's like some history about it. If you don't believe me, just Google it. But it's true. Okay, anyways. Using a human sender's name. All right, number 2. People trust people. They don't trust corporations, or whatever, and department names, right? So I use my real name. If you don't want to use your real name, you can use a pen name. I'll give you another funny story. Brad Pitt, right? The actor, very famous actor. That's not his first name. that's like his middle name. His first name is William. Nobody knows that. So you can do something like that if you really want, but basically you gotta use a name there, right? Your face, your people. If you use video, it comes off more trustworthy, right? Now, obviously, you can grow a whole business without showing your face if you want, but it helps. And I actually linked to this in his post here, but Tim Ferriss wrote a whole article about why it's not good to be famous. And he stopped showing his face, basically. He's the guy that wrote the 10-hour work week and Tools for Titans and stuff. He has like a podcast. But the way I look at it is like this. Honestly, me and you are probably not going to have that problem, right? Nobody knows who the fuck I am. So when you make a shitload of money, you can always just bounce, right, and not show your face. But if showing your face helps you make some more money, I think it's a good thing. So it's up to you. You don't have to show your face. I do. Nobody recognizes me in the streets. Nobody will, probably, so I don't really care. But anyways, that's an interesting thing. Okay. All right, number 3, the welcome sequence in the email. This is a great strategy, which honestly I don't do, but probably should. It's a great idea, so I'm sharing it with you, is when people first join your email list, you kind of send a few emails and basically set some expectations. And this is kind of like with YouTube where people, they say, I'll drop a video once a week or once a month or twice a week or something like that. So people, they kind of, they know the schedule, okay? So they're more likely to transition from a passive recipient to an active viewer, okay? Like a TV show, right? Now, the thing is, this is very important. If you set an expectation, you have to make it. Okay, there's nothing worse than you're going to destroy trust if you say, like a YouTube, I have a video coming out once a week, and then you don't do it. Right? That's not good. So you want to make sure you could meet that puppy, right? Otherwise, don't set it. Okay, that's really, really important. Okay. Another thing too, piggybacking off on that idea, is with your welcome sequence, it's really great to ask some questions, like what's the one reason you decided to join the list today? Or, if you could snap your fingers and solve one problem, what would it be? And the reason you're doing that, for one, is feedback, but two, is from a technical standpoint, it's really a very strong positive signal that you could send to Gmail, Outlook, and these email things so you don't end up in spam jail, okay? Because it tells the email provider that you're a VIP person. They responded to you. It's a great, great thing to do. Honestly, I should do a lot more of it. But that way they see your emails, okay? Because that's important. All right. That's going to help. Plus, it gives you feedback, right? So that's great. All right. Next up is obviously with your automations every 6 months, 12 months, quarterly. Instill the link. Make sure that the links still work, right? Okay. And everything makes sense, the flow of everything. And, here's the thing. The truth is, like, email it's awesome because it's so passive. Once you set it up, you really don't have to worry about it too much. Blogging, awesome because you set up, boom, you get traffic. But it is good now and then, like 12 months, 6 months to go in there and look at things. Make sure that the links still work and update some things now and then. So it's as passive as you can get, okay, without having to like invest in the stock market, right? Because that's more passive. But it's an amazing thing. And I'll give you another cool thing. There's a plugin on WordPress called Pretty Links. And what you can do is, I do this all the time, and it's so helpful, is with affiliate products, you have one link. And if that affiliate product goes away, all you do is have to change one thing in Pretty Links and updates all your links that you put everywhere. So that way it makes it so easy. And there's another way where, I should probably include the link in here, I think, is there's a free website to find broken links. And I went through there and I found like 50 links. I'm like, oh no. I mean, my website name is Trust the Link. I can't have broken links in that puppy. So I had to go there and fix it. So yeah, that's kind of important. All right. Next up, immediate gratification. Yeah, we don't like to wait, right? So as soon as someone joins your list, it's good to send them what they want right now. People don't have any patience. There you go. Next, moving on. Enable easy opt-outs. Yeah. Make it as easy as possible to unsubscribe. It's just great business advice. Because if they don't want to be there, you don't want to be there, everybody wins. This builds trust. And another really cool idea, which I definitely should implement on mine, is a pause button. Because, I mean, the reality is some people, they're going through a crazy time right now, right? Or, they're just like, I like it, but I just want to pause it for a little bit. And then, so it's like, it's a, how should I say this? Compromise. It's not an ultimatum. It's not like subscribe or not. It's like, hey, it's in the middle, so you guys both win. And there's a pause, and because it's much easier to get them to come back after a pause than just get them to subscribe again. It's like, there you go, right? And the most important thing is, entertainment, storytelling into your emails, and this is so big. I mean, and I've signed to other, email marketers, and every email, it just sounds like a pitch. I'm like, I'm not opening that. You got to make this stuff entertaining. The more entertaining you can make it, I think the better you're going to do. And from my own personal experience, I've started, I've been in this game for 15 years and I've experimented with different stuff. And so entertainment does help a lot with your titles. Titles are everything, and into the copy of the email. And there's ways to humanize it and to piggyback off other things that are working. So that really is key, because if you can entertain someone, they will give you a chance. But if you bore them, they're out. People have information at their fingertips, right? So it's just a huge game changer that a lot of people, I don't think, are talking about nowadays, and I think it's big. And I actually heard the story too with Pat Flynn, where he was interviewing somebody with, I think it was like Instagram, and he was talking about how the entertainment's everything with these short videos, boom, getting people's attention and stuff like that. And I'll be the first to admit that with email, I think it's way easier. I think it's so easier with email than compared to like TikTok or even though I do both those, but it's just way, way better. Anyways, moving on. So I'll put the link to the this blog post in the description, as well as the comment as well, so it's easy to find. And if you want, you don't need a massive list to make enough money to quit your job. Even with a small list, if you know what you're doing, you could definitely make some great income. And I actually made a video that talks about 11 steps, or a lot more really cool stuff on how to make to monetize a very tiny list. Okay, so that you can make money, because that's important. And you own the traffic. This is way better than TikTok, guys and girls, because I went to this. They have violations. They could can you in TikTok at any second. I went through a training on Udemy about TikTok shop, and as she was doing this training, her whole TikTok shop was on the verge of like getting banned because of violations. So that's what's so great about email. I mean, it's 15 years ago, or whatever. I was with Chris Farrell membership. Nobody knows who that guy is, but it was all about the money's in the list. Today is still about the money's in the list, guys and girls. So I hope this might have been at least a little bit helpful to you. And I'll put the link to that video about the 11 steps to monetize the video around here, and I'll put it in the description too. So hope this was helpful. And have a wonderful day. All right, take care. Bye.